Just as our story has evolved and progressed as we've worked on our future little tiny home, so has the wider world and nature around us in this season of transition. As the snow arrived and settled in the mountains, it felt like we turned a corner into the full descent into winter. Each night it was getting a little colder, and we started to need a few extra blankets to stay warm. Now throughout the valley, the landscape, the trees, and plants were rapidly fading from the bright yellows and golds of autumn to the darker browns and grays of winter. I can remember at this time feeling a part of me that was desperate to slow down like the nature around me, but we still had so much work to do. Connecting to and honoring the passing of time and changes in nature looked differently this year. Constantly working outside meant that I got to witness a lot of the unique changes of this new area we're to call home, like seeing the migration of the sandhill cranes as they passed through the sky, or noticing the quieting of the crickets and the bugs with the arrival of the cold autumn winds, or how I recall tangibly noticing the absence of the meadowlark and killdeer's song throughout the day. This project felt like it was bending, stretching, and challenging us in ways that we had never experienced before, and I've never felt so consumed by a project. I do have to say, at this point, it was still continuing to weigh on me that I just didn't have the capacity to film and tell this story in a way that really felt true to my creative vision.
Like, the most that I can do these days is put down a tripod and put my phone, not even a camera, but just like my phone up and just record whatever's happening. And it's not about nice angles, it's not about the lighting, it's not about anything beautiful, it's just about like practical and capturing everything that we're doing. I've been so aware that like as I've been filming, it's not how I would do things.
But at a certain point, I just had to let go and let it be what it was. This week, we're inching our way forward with progress, although, as we can now expect, it definitely does not go according to our plan.
Okay, I just finished wrapping up doing the recording for the most recent video, and it is now warm enough to keep painting, so off I go. I gotta change though. I need to put on clothes. I don't mind getting dirty. Hey buddy!
I don't want to disturb him too much because he seems a little freaked out, so.
Of course. Hi buddy! You're so cute! His name is Cooper.
Alright, I'll put you
Okay.
back. I wanted to show you.
Thank you! Yeah. I saw you come running with something clutched in your hand. I was like... So some really good progress today. We sealed the holes in the roof. So now we can insulate this and get another piece of this board to finish the ceiling. And we went ahead and we did a double sealant. And what I mean by that is that we used a piece of flashing and then we used butyl tape around that and then marine sealant even around that and marine sealant in the screw holes. So that should have solved the issue. All right, so today, Noel's just running a quick errand, but we are gonna start building in the benches on the inside so that I can just keep painting all of this accent color. Just gonna keep working on that and then balancing, getting everything on the inside with also just sealing up the outside as much as possible, which includes triple checking all of the existing vents and their sealants up on the roof, but then also sealing all of the seams of her, which by the way, we are like 99% sure her name is Margarita, which I love. Yeah, so that's the plan for the day. And actually, one other thing, I don't know if I mentioned this, but when we were working a few nights ago, we tugged on something that made that light and that light not work. And as a matter of fact, it's kind of interesting because we're not big overhead light people. We are ambient lighting people through and through. I always say if the big lights are on, something is wrong. Like we've lost something or we have to see what's really going on. Like, so we're just gonna do lamps. Anyway, back to work. So what I was thinking is we could use the blue tape to mark off here. We might extend here, then a bench out to here. Shim 2x4, and then we just need to measure.
Yeah.
So this isn't totally done. Nothing is screwed in. We're just kind of getting an idea. We wanted this bench to be long enough that you could put your back up against the wall and extend your legs completely. Plus our litter box is going to go, for our kitty cats, is going to go here. But yeah, getting it figured out. And then actually, so we're leaving a bunch of space here. This is where our storage is gonna be. That we haven't planned yet, but we know what's going there. And then we're leaving a tiny, you can't see it quite yet because this is gonna be cut.
But imagine from here, there's no...
Yeah, there's no box because we're leaving a little space for a laundry hamper.
Baba.
Baba, Baba, hey buddy.
It has been hard for me to articulate really how fulfilling and even healing it has been to learn all of these new skills and to learn how to build things. Specifically, the impact that it has had on my perspective of life and my mindset. I've been noticing that it's actually helping to heal a part of me that has developed a lot of limiting beliefs.
Just learning things
Around what I think I can do or the life that I think is possible. And over the last few years, as I've continued to do things that are out of my comfort zone and that maybe a part of me never thought was possible, I've been really seeing where in my life I've narrowed my horizons in terms of even considering to do certain things or consider certain possibilities in life. I hope we all come to the realization of just how much more capable we are than we realize, and how much we deserve to explore and know more of our own potential.
I'm gonna edit so many videos from here. Look out, world. So we moved the car over here and brought the kitties over so they can start to get used to the area. Bubba's over here. You exploring, Bubba? What are you doing? Hey, buddy. Hey, bunny girl. Are you exploring? Well, this is a twist in things. Those two lights now turn on. We just plugged it in to turn these lights on so that we could keep painting.
We tested. As we tested the other night, we unplugged it in and plugged it back in, and they didn't turn on.
Yeah. What's so funny though is we already decided we wanted to get rid of them. I wonder if we just knocked something in place when we closed that up.
Yeah, could be.
Well, little update. Noel just finished the benches. They look so amazing. And the bane of my existence right now is the kitchen cabinets and storage areas. I think I have just accepted, for the most part, that there might be areas where I cannot get rid of the green. For example, down here, all of back here, a pain to get to. I think what they did is they painted before they installed, so I've just kind of accepted that, okay, there's gonna be green in some areas that I just can't get. And it looks really, you can't, I mean, back there looks so bad. It's a first coat. It's a first coat. Don't judge me. Anyway, the sun is going down. Beautiful sunset tonight. And we're gonna keep working into the night. Today is Thursday, and our hope is to get in on Sunday.
Monday was a week that we were like, we got a week.
Get in on Monday. There's a lot that needs to happen, but I think we can like start sleeping in here.
Sorry.
On Monday.
Yeah.
Gotta get all of the painting. Anyway, I won't get into it, but. Yeah. So I spent all morning, it's almost 2 o'clock now, oh my god, where is the day going? Finishing up editing this next video, and now I have to drive to one of the local libraries to use their Wi-Fi. We do have Wi-Fi at the house, but the download speeds are fine, but the upload speeds, I did a test yesterday and it was 1 megabyte per second. The new realities of living out in the middle of nowhere, it's definitely going to be a bit of a different process. I'll always have to go out somewhere to get it done. But that's okay. Noel's been working on the Caravan all morning, and I have felt kind of guilty about not helping, but I have to remember that like this is just as important as that. But there's a lot of pressure right now. So the fact that I have found the time on top of working every single day, morning to night, to get this done is kind of proud of. I'm quite proud of that. I also have all of these things that I'm going to drop off at one of the local thrift stores. It's so beautiful here. Just driving around here, it's just constantly like a scenic drive. I feel so lucky. But anyway, yeah, so I'm heading to the library and then I'm gonna go drop this stuff off, or I'm gonna try to do it as quickly as possible. Although it feels really nice to be like in the car and actually going somewhere by myself. Just the realization that I haven't, like, my life has not been anything else but this project. Obviously, we would do things so differently if we were in different circumstances and we weren't racing the weather. We'd do this whole process so differently, but it's just how it is. So, whee! All right. Anyway, here we go. I think one of the peak things of adulting is when you're out and you have to tell yourself, honey, we have food at home. It's madness. All right, I uploaded my video, went to the hardware store, went to the grocery store, got myself a little congratulations for uploading a video treat. And it's already 5 o'clock. So I have to head back and I'm gonna jump right into painting. So you've been working on this for 9 hours?
About 8 hours, because it started at like 11-ish.
Yay, we have a vent! Oh, very nice. And this looks awesome. Working into the night again. The bane of my existence right now. These cabinet covers, the cabinet doors, covers. Okay, I'm so tired. This color, it's taking like 3 or 4 coats of paint that has primer in it to completely cover the color. And so each of these little doors I've had to paint 4 times. And it sounds silly, but there's all the corners and you can't do it all at once. And but the nice news is that the door is shut and it's quite cold outside, but it's actually toasty. Maybe not toasty, but it's warm in here. That gives me confidence. Finally, I get my satisfying peel. I was trying to film that yesterday, and I just would break apart. We did it! We finished this side!
I mean, it's most of the Caravan.
Yeah.
Because
it's so pretty. Oh, it's so nice. It's like a really warm white. And the secondary color is so yummy. I have this thing where when I really like colors, I find them yummy. I find them delicious. Oh, it's so nice. So the walls and the ceiling are one color. And then all of the benches and the kitchen is the other color. You can kind of see the difference here. Not super well, but anyway. If you had told me that just painting one side would take 3 days.
I think we did 3/4 of it.
Oh, and last night we put the hardware back on
Cabinets.
the cabinet so that it's looking really cute. We haven't done this side of the camper because we decided it makes sense to get this stuff taken care of and installed, because when we took everything out, it scratched the walls kind of significantly in certain spots. And luckily, the ceiling is done now. Noel did an amazing job with that. So yeah, that's the last bit, and we're actually thinking about going to the store today.
Yeah.
All right, I want a piece of toast and some tea.
It's so sweet.
Oh my god.
Oh, yeah.
Well, today is one of the last days that we're gonna have warm weather, so we decided to do the job we've kind of been dreading the most, which is we have to crawl underneath the Caravan and seal up all of the holes. Okay, so this is one of the craziest things about what we have to deal with. You see this? The previous owner's dog. And it's not just here. There's another spot down there. Seal up all the holes with aluminum flashing. So we got the box, we're gonna stuff it under there so we're not laying just on the grass. Yeah, that's what we're gonna be doing. Not very excited about this one. Like 4 layers on today because the highest it's supposed to be is 45 degrees. I look like a gnome. Well, it started to rain. Which is not good because we're not totally sealed up and we're still working on the underside. The forecast didn't say anything about rain, but look at this. Oh, God. Just one thing after the next.
We were so exhausted this day, and we got so cold from just laying on the ground, and the wind definitely didn't help.
Look at us.
But still, amidst it all, we found a little amusement.
Okay, Well, we were both so cold and it started raining because everything's getting wet and we're getting really frustrated. So we're gonna take a break, but not take a full break. We're gonna keep working, but we're just gonna shift directions. We're gonna go to one of the big box hardware stores, which we've already ordered a bunch of stuff. That's everything that we need to fix our ceiling and also to do the skirting so we stay warm in the winter with the wind. And then a few other random little bits and bobs. Yeah, so we have to go to the town that is about 110 kilometers or like 68 miles away to go get everything. But at least we can still keep moving and keep getting stuff done. It didn't say it was supposed to rain. I don't know why.
It still doesn't.
Yeah, the weather is still not saying anything about rain for this area. But anyway, it's cold today. All right, well, here we go.
Yeah.
Okay, so you can start working on that one while I work on this one.
Yeah.
So, so great. So the good news is that today I was able to borrow a friend's drill. So both Noel and I can be working to fill the holes under the Caravan. So it's going so much faster. Sealing the undercarriage, spray foam the undercarriage, seal back seams with flex tape, seal top window seam on back, seal lights, seal the side vent, seal small holes around the camper, check circle vent on the roof, check all seams on the roof, seal electric box, lift the camper, dig out level surfaces for cinder blocks, level the camper, install foam skirting, metal door entry piece, seal electric outlet with foam board, seal opening above oven.
Then it's inside stuff. So put insulation in roof. Then we need to cut new pieces, reinstall the plastic for the ceiling vents. Then I think it's do the windows.
Oh, we need to cut the bed.
Cut the bed. And then I think it's stove.
Install stove.
It's a pretty decent list.
That's
It'll
like
take
at
us
least
2
another
weeks.
2 weeks.
No, we can, if we got really good weather coming for the next week. Oh, we need to cut a hole for the cat box.
But all of this has to happen before we get in.
We could probably get in before, like, the stove is installed.
So, after working under the Caravan for most of the day, we're now switching gears the neurodivergent way. We're trying to do a bunch of different projects to stay interested and stay busy. Just have to seal the backs here and over here. And, yeah. Next week.
And another week.
In another week. We keep changing our
timeline.
Yeah, our timeline keeps getting moved
Pushed
back and moved.
pushed back. But we believe, knock on wood, that we have everything that we need now to finish.
Yeah, and there's like really no surprises. We've looked at every inch of that Caravan at this point.
Yep. Yeah, it'll be a month tomorrow that we brought it back.
We're like, we'll be able to get in 2 weeks. And
psych.
A month later. But that's how these things go. You know, there's
You just don't know.
You don't know.
Fortunately, we had a heavy rain that showed us that there's a leak in the roof.
Yeah, there was a lot of... It's crazy how everything that could go wrong that would be a massive issue and worse if we had already moved in has gone wrong to show us what we needed to do and has prevented a massive headache later down the road.
Yep.
But definitely not taking only 2 weeks.
No.
Our timeline was like, okay, we're racing winter.
Mhm.
It is cold.
It is.
Like
It
yesterday
has been cold, yeah.
was horrible.
So nice and cold and wet,
Very wet.
which is why we went and got the materials, the last materials that we need.
But other than that, I mean,
Today was gorgeous.
Yeah.
It was a little cold, but it was sunny. It was clear skies.
It has been really, we've noticed a really big change in the fact that now in North America, we roll our clocks back. And so not having that extra hour of daylight.
It getting dark at 5:30 as opposed to 6:30 is a huge difference.
Yeah, it's a really big difference. Woo! Okay.
Indeed. Ready to get back to it?
Yeah.
We do still have a lot more to do, but the end of the first part of this project is in sight. Even once we finish everything enough to be able to move in, there are still a lot of other exciting projects that we have planned to customize, design, and decorate the inside of the caravan. I am so blown away and excited for how far we've come and everything that's coming next. Thank you so much for being here, for your love and your support. I can't tell you how much I appreciate each and every single one of you. I'll see you next week. Wherever you are in the world, I'm sending you my love.
Get your falling star and put it in your pocket, never let it fade away. Get your falling star and put it in your pocket, save it for a rainy day.